Dr. Reisman, just before the break, we were discussing the scope, I suppose, of the new level of pornography that we're seeing, that it seems to get worse and worse. What I found really shocking with these news reports that came out was about PornHub was I had no idea it was headquartered in Canada. And I know you're an American, I'm a Canadian, but I suppose I have a very rosy picture of Canada that we're these goodwill people, and surely nothing like this could exist here. I was shocked in Montreal, in my backyard.
I was here for a lecture. I was giving a lecture on pornography in Montreal, and one of the gentlemen who had arranged everything said he would like to take me on a little tour. I didn't know what he was taking me on a tour for, and so we went with my colleague. We drove out into an area, was not too populated, a very large and very official looking building, no windows. And it said at the top there was a light bulb, and it was Geek Squad. No, something geek.
Mind Geek.
Mind Geek. Thanks. And he said to me, do you know what Mind Geek is? And no, I'm not much of a geek person. And so not really. And so he said, well, this is the Center for PornHub. And so I said, good gracious, well, let's go in. So
we went
in. Yeah, we went in sure. I said, I'd like to see what's going on inside because we figured there would be some interesting events. So we went into the lobby and walked around. It's not a large lobby, but, stood there, and he talked to the fellow at the desk. And I looked around, and I have to tell you, Tanya, I was stunned because Ronald McDonald was a rolling advertisement for their supporters, and one of the supporters was Ronald McDonald, which is a children's charity.
Like the Ronald McDonald House?
Yeah, the Ronald McDonald
And sorry,
House.
so are you suggesting, that the Ronald McDonald House is a supporter of Mind Geek, or that Mind Geek gives money to Ronald McDonald House?
Well, I asked the gentleman, but he did not inform me, any further. And so I would suggest that your Parliament could start looking into that. But I was pretty shocked. The circular, the roll, they have it on a rolling thing.
Yeah, like a scrolling advertising, if you will.
Yeah, it was scrolling, and it comes back, and it's Ronald McDonald, House, and something about money, giving money, or some such thing. But at that point, the gentleman told us, you are being escorted out, So we had to leave the lobby. But yeah, and afterwards we had a long talk, the fellow who brought me there, and he was explaining he knows quite a few people who work at PornHub, Canadians who work at PornHub. And he said, he described what it is that they are producing. So this was not, look, I hate to compare it to Playboy because they had all kinds of tricks that they pulled, but not anything like your cutesy pie, centerfolds, nothing like that. These were violent, misogynistic, bi-homosexual, pedophilia, and lots of whips and chains, lots of torture. And by no means are we assured that these are consensual people involved in these things, and as has been documented recently, children, of course.
Right, and when we're discussing children, we know, especially through the long battle of sex ed in various provinces here in Canada, that there's an issue about consent, that can child really consent to pornography? No, it's illegal. Children should not be abused in that regard. And then, of course, we discuss consenting information. Are they allowed to receive certain information? Can they consent? Do they have the capacity to consent? It's interesting you bring that up, but again, I'm just very shocked to hear that this is coming out of Canada. And again, PornHub is the world's leader of purveyor, I call it, of pornography.
Yes.
We're going to continue this discussion right when we return.